do we have to look forward to hearing from you, like your message, your sound, new stuff coming out?
Well, I think, well, I don't think, I know now that I'm finna be on mainstream TV, I think what hip hop is missing right now is reality. I mean, you have a lot of, don't get me wrong, you have a lot of rappers that have skills. I'm not doubting no one skill. A lot of rappers can rap, but it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like basketball. You got point guards that can dribble, but that don't necessarily mean they're a good point guard. It just look good. Then you might have a point guard that can't really dribble that good, but he can penetrate. So would you take the guard that really plays point guard or the guard that just looks flashy? So it's the same thing with rappers. It's like you got a lot of people can rap, but people gotta understand it's the difference between hip hop and rap. It's not the same. It's like boxing. Yeah, a lot of people in boxing, but everybody can't box. Some people just get in there and slug, and then they through. Like, you know, it's like Mike Tyson is a slugger, and Floyd Mayweather is a boxer. So it's the same thing in rapping, and it's like people don't have no respect for nothing no more, cause they did the music they make, they want to make. Like everyone does the same thing, and it's like one album, two album, three album, four album. It's like they don't have no growth and they have no life in their lyrics. And I just think everyone is majority of people are full of crap, but people nowadays think because if you look a certain way, then you are. Well, I sold drugs, so I'm a real person, or that doesn't make you real. I think it has to do with your morals. I mean, you know, morally, I just don't think it's too many real artists in rap, and that's the problem with it. But that's why record labels are signing these clowns. That's what I would call it, because it's like the money is good, but it's kind of like now, okay, here's the bait. You can get the money, but you gotta sell out the art. So it's like if you're really a real person, then you're not gonna sell out your art form for no money. I understand you gotta eat, but anybody real know that as long as you stick true to yourself, it'll come later on. And people like Tupac and other people showed you that. You know what I mean? They said the same thing about when they came from. Well, his music is too truthful. And, it's not going to sell because people don't want to hear the truth. But people always want to hear the truth. It's just that, it depends on if you're a leader or a follower. Follower gonna follow. A leader gonna break down that barrier. So I think I know exactly that's what my music gonna do. And coming from the life that I come from, I don't know how to make. I can make a party music, but I don't come from that kind of lifestyle. So I feel like it's not true to me. I just feel like if you say you represent, let's just say you represent the suburbs. If you represent the suburbs, most people in the suburbs have money, they have good lifestyle. They go through problems, but they have majority of like good life. So that's the kind of music you would make. So that's the kind of music most rock and roll people make. But I never understood how you say you are an urban rapper or a hood star, whatever you want to call it, but you make crossover music. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I mean, it's no rock stars in the urban community. Everybody in the urban community are like, they are hurting. But so I can't sell out my people for no matter kind of money, because then if I do, I make the generation under me think it's cool to do the same thing. I'm showing kids that even though you can come from the worst environment, nothing in life is bad unless you don't take the value from it. Because I grew up around, you know, violence, drugs, parent abuse, all that stuff, and I know what I'm saying, I never been to jail or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I had my run in with stuff, but for the most part, I used it to make me grow. I'm trying to show, especially urban people, that it's all about intelligence. It's nothing else. It's not about how much dope you sold or who you are, who you know, what you claim. None of that don't make you real. It's the person you are. It's your word. If your word ain't nothing, you ain't nothing. So you can't be real if you're a liar, but then you say, well, I'm a real person. If you're not a real person, your music ain't gonna be real, and the music ain't real today. I mean, because kids don't even respect it. They see it on TV, but they don't really learn nothing from it. They just do what they see on TV. Kids are not, what I'm saying, they're not growing from it. Crime is not going down, or girls are not start having babies at a young age. Disease, they like when I was growing up, people actually, it touched people, so it taught them something. Nowadays, it don't teach you nothing, but it just make it look good, and that's a big misconception of the world, because the world's not like that. So that's how I feel about hip hop, but I think it's dead. And Nas hit it right on the head, and it is. The art form of it is very dead.
Well, I know you have a new album coming out, but are you planning any upcoming shows or events or anything?
Yeah, I just shot a video last night to my new album called Real Nigga Music. The nigga stands for Negroes Intelligence Gonna Gain Achievement. And yeah, I got a couple shows I got planned coming up. My album will be out within 3 weeks. It'll be out in June, the middle of June, and I'm gonna get on the road and push it to see how it go. still currently selling my last album. It's online at Amazon.com, Rhapsody.com, iTunes.com. The truth right here. So, I mean, everything good right now. And I just lost my father like 2 or 3 months ago, but I'm still pushing. So, I just think well, I don't think, I know. The game hasn't seen no one this real, and I don't think since Tupac died. So, that's what I mean when I say realist since '96. For all y'all who don't know what that means, that's what I mean. So.
Well, I guess when this is all said and done, where do you see yourself in the end?
Well, unless something tragic happened to me, like, I lose my life. But if nothing don't happen to me, and I be in this game a good 5, 10 years, I don't think I know for a fact I'm gonna be one of the. I know I'm one of the greatest now, and I know a lot of people might say you being arrogant, yada yada, but you gotta know before somebody else know. Muhammad Ali knew he was gonna be great before the rest of the world knew. And you know what I'm saying? So I think you have those people that come on every blue moon that just know. And then by me, I mean, it's not really hard to tell. I mean, how I grew up, 'cause I grew up Islamic, so I grew up on like Huey Newton, Black Panthers, Muhammad Ali, Marcus Garvey, Maya Angelou, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. So I'm really a intelligence type, leader, warrior type person. That's how I grew up. Cause my dad is actually from Brooklyn, New York, which is, well, I know it's the home of hip hop. So, well, Bronx is actually, but New York period. So, I kind of it molded me to sound. That's why I'm more of a. I'm not just. I don't sound like a Southern rapper. I do by my language, but my content is very worldwide because that's how I grew up. I grew up. I've been reading since I was 3, so I grew up on knowledge. Period. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm on. Values and more. That's all I talk about in my music. I don't really make. If you want to hear the party and if you want to hear lies, the party and the fabrication, then I'm not the guy for you. But if you want to hear stuff that you can grow from, live off of, listen to when you in pain or when you finna do something silly or when you feel like there's no hope, for anybody that feel like they're underdog or you don't have a chance. If you want to hear warrior music, then I'm the guy for you to listen to. That's why I don't have a rap name. I mean, most rappers have rap names, but I don't need an alias because I'm that true for everything in my music is actual my life from day one to now. So that's all I speak on. And hopefully, when I make it, even when I get big money, my music still won't change because I still represent my community. Until my urban community look like Beverly Hills or whatever, then I'll speak about the party life. But until then, you're not gonna get it from me because it's not logical. Even though I made it out, but I can't make that kind of music and say I represent the urban community. You know what I'm saying? Money don't change real people. People say money change people. It don't. I never thought money changed people. If anything, it exposed people. That's all it does. When you put the money out there, it's just a question of people's character, morals, and money. So I just think the world ain't ready. I know for a fact I'm not ready. I don't have a lot of controversy, but being real, you have controversy. Some gonna be good, some gonna be bad. But in the end, you can't deny truth. So that's the consequence of being real. Real is just taking everything that comes with real, good and bad, all in one. That would make real people from fake people. Fake people they real when it's convenient for them, when it looks good. Real people are real whether they look good or bad, and that's how I am. And my name mean the one to come anyway. So I'm here now. So who knows?
All right. Well, you heard it from him. Watch out for his new album and some live shows coming up.
And before we go, I have to give a shout out. I have to say rest in peace to my mom, my dad, my grandma, my Uncle Buddy, my Uncle Junior, my cousin Savius, my cousin Rocky, Junior, and so many people. But rest in peace to everybody that I lost that was a part of my life. And I have to give a shout out to my city. Even a lot of people that's not gonna like this interview, but everybody that real that know me, shout out to them. Shout out to my boy Trouble. Let me see. Shout out to my boy Murph, G-Face, everybody, my whole camp, Jim Rock, Hojo Smooth, my brother, both of my brothers for that matter, my neighborhood, West Side, everybody, man, and we here now. Now we got Valdosta finally got someone to really represent them. Don't accept no imitation. If you're real, you only deal with the real. And I'm signing off by saying that GA best rapper, realest since '96. You already know how it go down.